For anyone who wants to see the federal government even bigger and even further removed from those that it's supposed to serve, the other party will be offering that option. As for me, I'm offering a different agenda altogether. It will be my intention not to preside over the establishment, but in every way I know to disrupt that establishment and make it more accountable for the people. The ultimate disruption is to reject, as I do, the whole idea that government forever growing more, borrowing more, and spending more, beyond anybody's ability to control it or even comprehend it, is not the right way to go. I have no illusions about what reform really takes. The next President of the United States has got to confront the spending culture in Washington, and I promise you, I will do it. I think we've learned by now that you can have a fast-growing economy or you can have a fast-expanding government, but you can't have both. You have to choose, as I did when we worked together when I was governor of the now third largest state. In my time of office, Florida's economy expanded by 4.4% per year, more than 50% more than the national average. At the same time, government spending as a percentage of our state's economy went down. In fact, that should be the aspirational goal for the United States of America and its federal budget. Economic growth growing far faster than the size and scope of Washington and its budget. We balanced our budget every year I was in office and increased our state's reserves by $8 billion. Who knows? Maybe there was going to be, who knows if there was going to be a calamity of economic proportions, or perhaps we'll have, occasionally we do have hurricanes here. To be able to reserve for a rainy day seemed to make sense at the time, and we were rewarded for doing so by being upgraded to AAA bond rating. And you compare that to the sorry state of affairs today where our great country's federal government has had a downgrade, the first one in its history. I vetoed more than 2,500 spending items totaling $2 billion. Now, that wasn't punitive. It wasn't a process to, and in fact, I think Speaker Thrasher and Speaker Benz and others might agree that I was an equal opportunity vetoer. I didn't pick out Democrat line items or, reward my friends or anything. This was to create a process so that we could have $9 billion of reserves, where we could have a government that didn't grow faster than people's income in the state. It was a process based on conservative principles, and we need the exact same thing in Washington. We should have, the idea of Veto Corleone, which was coined not by me. At first I thought it was somewhat of an insult, but the simple fact is I got to like it a lot. We need to bring that, I think, to D.C. I cut the state bureaucracy by more than 10%, trying to live up to my promise in the second inaugural to make buildings around Tallahassee silent monuments to the time when government played a larger role than it deserved or could adequately fill. And I still believe that. A self-governing society doesn't need the kind of government that we need, and if we reform how government works and build capacity for people to achieve earned success, by our very nature, we'll all become conservatives because the demands on government will subside.